working with Dallas Austin is it's always like an experience because he's got this whole studio. It's called DARP down in Atlanta, and all these huge rooms and all these people who work for him, and he's got his whole the whole crew kind of down in Atlanta. All the different producers have known each other forever. They really support each other. There's a real music community in Atlanta, which is very different from working in LA or New York, where all the producers are kind of just like it's every man for himself. But in Atlanta, all the different producers are involved in what each other are doing and cheering each other on, and it's just really great. And Dallas had produced on Stuck on the last album, and so I was excited to get back in and work with him again. And he really, I think what has made him so good at what he does is that he really sits down with the artist. And before we even started working at all, he was like, before we write anything, before we do any tracks, I want to sit and talk, like not for an hour, for like 12 hours. Like, let's just talk. I want you to tell me about like who you're dating and what has like made you the most angry in the last year, and I want you to tell me about your parents, and I want you to tell me about all your best friends, and I want you to tell me about the weirdest dream that you've had in the last month. And he really wants to get inside your mind to help you create something interesting. I think that's why he did so well like on the Pink record, is obviously he sat down with Pink and figured out what was going on in the mind of Alicia, to really be able to help her create something that was very real and very honest. And he's very good at that. So we'd sit up all night long in the studio and just talk and talk and talk. And again, it was probably 3 or 4 days of just chatting before we ever even wrote anything. And then we ended up writing a song called Dream You, which is one of my favorite songs on the record. And so yeah, it's a good team. Once he starts working with somebody, you kind of become part of the family. He has you over to his house and you're hanging out with his kids, and he's a real like community guy. So